Hello everyone, and welcome back to our channel. Today, I want to share a story with you. It's a story about a little girl named Jasmine and a very common fear that many of us have faced, especially when we were young, the fear of the dark. Jasmine's room was her favorite place in the whole world. It was filled with sunshine during the day, painting her colorful walls with a warm, happy glow. Her shelves were lined with her favorite books, each one a gateway to a magical land. Her toy box was overflowing with friends from brave knights and talking animals to a whole family of dolls. But when the sun went down and the moon came up, Jasmine's favorite room would transform. The familiar, friendly shapes would twist and stretch into mysterious, dark figures. The shadows that danced on her walls weren't playful anymore. They looked like lurking monsters, ready to pounce. Every night was the same battle. As her mom tucked her into bed, gave her a kiss, and whispered, "Good night, sweetie," a knot of fear would tighten in Jasmine's stomach. The moment the bedroom door clicked shut, leaving only a sliver of light from the hallway, her heart would start to race. She would pull her covers up to her chin, her eyes wide open, staring into the blackness. The gentle creak of the house settling became the footsteps of a giant. The rustle of leaves outside her window sounded like something scratching to get in. Her own imagination, which was her best friend during the day, became her worst enemy at night. One particular night, the fear felt bigger than ever before. A storm was brewing outside, and the wind howled like a lonely wolf. Every so often, a flash of lightning would briefly illuminate her room, making the shadows jump and dance in a terrifying frenzy. Jasmine squeezed her eyes shut, but the scary images were already printed in her mind. She could feel tears starting to well up. She wanted to call for her mom or dad, but she also wanted to be a big girl. She was torn between her fear and her desire to be brave. She remembered something her grandmother once told her: "Sometimes, all you need is a little bit of light to see things clearly." Tucked away on her bedside table was a small gift from that very same grandmother. It was a little night light, shaped like a friendly, smiling star. Jasmine had never used it before. She thought it was for babies, but tonight, she was desperate. Summoning all her courage, she reached a trembling hand out from under the safety of her blanket. Her fingers fumbled in the dark, searching for the switch. Click! A soft, gentle, golden glow filled the room. It wasn't bright like the daytime sun, but it was enough. It was a warm, comforting light that pushed back the deepest, darkest corners of the room. Jasmine took a slow, deep breath, and then another. She slowly lowered her covers and sat up. Her heart was still beating fast, but the overwhelming panic had started to fade. With her little starlight watching over her, she decided to face her fears. She looked toward the corner where the biggest, most monstrous shadow had been lurking. In the gentle light, she could see it clearly now. The monster was just a pile of her laundry, with her favorite sweater draped over the chair in a funny way. The giant with long, spindly arms was actually her tall floor lamp, and the shadow it cast looked a bit like a friendly giraffe. She scanned the room, her eyes adjusting. The scratching sound? It was a branch from the big oak tree, gently tapping against her window pane, as if saying hello. A small giggle escaped her lips. It started quietly, then grew into a genuine laugh. The monsters were gone. They had never been there at all. They were just her wonderful, everyday things, playing dress up in the dark. Feeling much braver, Jasmine reached for her best friend, a fluffy, well-loved teddy bear named Barnaby. She hugged him tight. Barnaby had been with her through thick and thin, and holding him always made her feel safe. She looked around her room one more time, but this time, her gaze wasn't filled with fear. It was filled with recognition and affection. She saw her bookshelf, her dollhouse, and her art easel. They were just her things. They were her friends. She looked at the shadows again. They were still there, of course, but they didn't seem scary anymore. They were just quiet, sleepy versions of her toys and furniture. They were resting, just like she should be. Jasmine lay back down on her pillow, pulling Barnaby close. The storm outside was still rumbling, but it now sounded like a distant lullaby. The soft glow from her star night light was like a warm hug. She looked at it and smiled. She felt a new sense of pride swelling in her chest. She hadn't screamed or cried. She had faced the darkness, and she had won. She whispered quietly into the room, to her toys and to the shadows, "I am brave," and saying those words out loud made them feel even more true. She realized that bravery wasn't about not being afraid. Bravery was about being afraid, but doing the right thing anyway. It was about finding that little bit of light, inside and out, to face the unknown. With that comforting thought, Jasmine closed her eyes. Her breathing became slow and steady. The fear was gone, replaced by a peaceful calm. She wasn't fighting the darkness anymore. She was resting in it. Soon, with her teddy bear in her arms and her little star shining brightly, Jasmine drifted off into a deep and peaceful sleep, filled with dreams of wonderful adventures. And from that night on, the dark wasn't so scary anymore. It was just quiet. This story of Jasmine is a beautiful reminder that we all have the strength within us to face our fears. Sometimes, all it takes is a different perspective, a small change, a little bit of light, to see that the things that scare us aren't as monstrous as they seem. If you or someone you know is struggling with fear or anxiety, remember that it's okay to ask for help, and that you have the courage to overcome it. Thank you so much for listening today. If you enjoyed Jasmine's story, please give this video a thumbs up and consider subscribing for more stories like this one. We'd love to hear about your own experiences with facing fears in the comments below. Until next time, stay brave and shine bright.